Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And taken down just shy of the 40. The Ravens now at 2-5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Yeah, he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A gain of 3, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Fields now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. after the roughing penalty on the PAT. They'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
On one, ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Burrow will throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
11
Burrow looking to pass. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact, long time there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Newman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From his own end zone, Fields. That's into the hands of Prochet. Give him a gain of 5 on the complete. 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That's into the hands of Edwards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 29, Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
I'm fine, ready? 11 coming. 11 coming.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Airing one out for Boyd. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
11 MT, hey! 11 MT, hey!
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
11 MT, hey! 11 MT, hey!
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Gun.
Now it's Burrow. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He had to fight that time, ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And this offense on third down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action, Fields. Open man is Duvernay. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got to get over the full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make the play and give their team a firm advantage?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I won't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul not only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. One more time with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Gun. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline. because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11 Thomas. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
11 MT. 11.
Here's Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 166 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man, complete. Oh, a second dosage. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
That's into the hands of Prochet. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too.